Welcome back. Stepping back onto Broadway, we begin our second half at the beginning, a very T-terrific place to start.
Let's start at the very beginning, a very good place to start. When you read, you begin with
A, B, C.
When you sing, you begin with do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi. The first three notes just happen to be do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Let's see if I can make it easier. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Mi, a name I call myself. Fa, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do, oh, oh, oh.
Do.
A deer, a female deer. A drop of golden sun.
Me.
A name I call myself. A long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. A deer, a female deer. Hooray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, so, do. Now, children, do, re, mi, fa, so, and so on are merely the tools we use to build a song. Once you have these notes in your head, you can mix them up and make millions of different tunes like this. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. Can you do that?
Do, la, fa, mi, do, re.
So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
Now put it all together. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. Good.
But it doesn't mean anything.
So we put in words, one word for every note, like this. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Do, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far, a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. Do, do. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Do, a deer, a
That was Cameron, or Cam Bam as I call her. Cameron has been in One Act for 2 years, and her first performance was as the Scarecrow in Wizard of Oz. She's been a valuable asset and has an excellent voice, and she is loved by many. On November 16th of 1959, The Sound of Music brought the story of the Von Trapp family to Broadway. Even though major New York critics hated the show, producers had already made $2 million in advance ticket sales. So really, who won? Due to the show's two-story set, Mary Martin had to run 3 miles every performance just to make her entrance and exits. With catchy tunes and memorable lyrics, The Sound of Music has inspired many to pursue theater. A young Julie Andrews brought the role of Maria to film, and many found that they truly wanted to be like her. Just as young Mowgli learned, many wanted to be like him.
I'm the king of the singers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and I've had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I want to be a man cub, and to stroll right into town, and be just like the other men. I'm tired of looking around. Oh, whoopie-doo, I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you too. You'll see it's true, and ache like me. Can learn to be human too. Nothing to do with you. I desire is measured fire. Make my dreams come true. Now you can see where men come. Tell me what to do. Give me the power and measure fire, so I can be like you. Oh, whoopie-doo, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You say it's true, and ache like me. Can learn to be human too. I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and I had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I want to be the man, and stroll right into town, and be just like the other men. I'm tired of looking around. Swing to the left, swing to the right. Put your hands up if you're loving life. Loving life, oh, I'm loving life. Swing to the left, swing to the right. Put your hands up if you're feeling nice. Feeling nice, oh, I'm feeling nice. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You see it's true, and ache like me. Can't learn to like someone like you. Can't learn to like someone like you. Can't learn to like someone like you. Yeah!
The next senior I will be honoring is another backstage crew member, Emilee Tardy. She's been a member of One Act for 3 years now and was the first ever assistant stage manager Trinity had. She has been a reliable member and a go-getter from the start and can always be trusted to give her all. Released in 1967, The Jungle Book was the final story for Walt Disney to supervise. The voice work on the film was both inspired by many stars, using the Beatles as the inspiration for the Vultures. Phil Harris, the voice of Baloo, later voiced many other Disney men. The unusual casting of a celebrity voice was that of singer Louis Prima, who voiced King Louis, who brought a huge amount of energy and enthusiasm to the role and improvised much of his songs. At some point, everyone wants to be like someone else. King Louis wanted to be like Mowgli, just as the stepsisters lament about being like Cinderella.
Why would a fellow want a girl like her, a frail and fluffy beauty?
Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me?
She's a fluffy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm.
And with very little trouble, I could break her little arm. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? So obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me?
Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink.
But not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft,
But not any softer than a doze's. Her neck is no wider than a swan.
she's only as dainty as a daisy. So why is a fellow going crazy?
Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her?
A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
The makeup on Abigail and Juliet was done by Celeste Olivares. Celeste Olivares has been in one act for 4 years, but has been the lead stage manager for only 3.5. She is great, and no show could be done without her excellent influence. She's always reliable and always puts hard work and effort into everything. She is currently training Reagan Payne to take her place as stage manager. Originally a made-for-TV movie starring Julie Andrews and airing on March 31st in 1957, Cinderella was turned into a stage play, but didn't make an appearance on Broadway until March 3rd of 2013. The newer musical has featured well-known names such as Carly Rae Jepsen and Fran Drescher. The musical shows the magic of believing in yourself as well as some of the bonds of friendships. The power of friendship is also seen in another Disney classic come to Broadway, Aladdin.
Well, Baba had them 40 thieves, Sherazade had 1,000 tales. Master, you're in luck, 'cause up your sleeve, you got a brand knife never fails. Power in your corner, now ammunition in your camp. You got the punch, pizzazz, Yahoo, win, howl, all you gotta do is rub that lamp, and I'll say, let me take your order, jot it down, you ain't never had a friend like me. Life is your restaurant, and I'm your melody. Oh, mister, what it is you want, you ain't never had a friend like me. Yes, sir, we pride ourselves on service. You're the boss, the king, the shop. Say what you wish, it's yours to dish. How about a little more baklava? Just some of the common man, try all the hungry. I'm in the Can your friends do that? Can your friends pull this out the little head? Let's go, woo! Well, looky here. Can your friends go abracadabra? Let it rip and make sucker disappear. Got a gene for your touch of pears. Got a powerful urge to help you out. So what you wish I really want to know. You got a list that's 3 miles long, no doubt. Well, all you gotta do is rub like so and go. Mr. Aladdin, sir, have a wish or 2 or 3. I'm on the job, you big big rock. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. Never had a friend, never had a friend. Never had a friend like
March 20th of 2014 brought another Disney Tony winner to Broadway, Aladdin. The familiar rags to riches story features big musical numbers and comedic moments that remind us of the original performance of the late Robin Williams. The spectacle of this show features 150 moving lights, brightly colored sets, and many costume changes. With the mini costumes, at one point, there are a record of 108 costume changes that take backstage in less than 1 minute. While Aladdin finds his home on Broadway, Fiddler on the Roof character shows her setting into her new home.
Siberia. He wants you to go away from your father and mother to that frozen wasteland and marry him there?
He did not ask me to go, Papa. I want to go. I don't want him to be alone. I want to help him in his work.
Hoddle.
Papa, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. How can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from the home I love. Once I was happily content to be as I was, where I was, close to the people who are close to me, here in the home I love. Who could see that a man would come who would change the shape of my dreams? Helpless now I stand with him, watching older dreams grow dim. Oh, what a melancholy choice this is, wanting home, wanting him, closing my heart to every hope but his, leaving the home I love. Yet there with my love, I'm home. Bye, Papa.
Goodbye.
That was Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane Leverton was in one-act play for 3 years and was won an honorable mention cast her freshman year at State. She starred as Willy Wonka last year in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and has performed in all of the musicals as a lead. March 29th in 2012 brought to stage the story of the 1899 Newsboy strike, originally seen in a film featuring a young Christian Bale before he saved Gotham. He was found singing and dancing on the streets of New York and dreaming of Santa Fe. I guess you could say he was the newsboy that New York deserved, but didn't need. Remember, people, anything can happen live. Every performance would feature approximately 150 newspapers printed with the headline, "Trolley Strike Enters Third Week." As the newsboys bonded, they found that together, there is strength in the friendship we form.
Open the gates and seize the day. Don't be afraid and don't delay. Nothing can break us, no one can make us give our rights away.
As we close our evening, we look back at our time together. The friendships we've made, the joy of the victory, and the sorrow of defeat. We've laughed together, cried together, and loved together. We thank you for journeying with us as we look at some of the ways Broadway has touched into the human emotion. We want to take a moment to thank those that have poured into our lives, teachers, administration, and the friends who have helped to change our lives for the better. Looking ahead, we are excited for the new hellos and sad for the sweet goodbyes. As we step forward into the next season of our life, we hope to look back and remember this season as one of love.
Thank you so much just for joining us on this incredible evening. Sorry, this may be hard here. If you will indulge me for a second, my seniors, can you step up here? I have an incredible group of seniors this year, and this is their last musical. And it's hard to say goodbye, especially to this group. I mean, it's always hard to say goodbye. These guys started with me in 8th grade, and their freshman year was our first time to go to one act. And several of them, majority of them, I think, went with me. We have laughed together, cried together, loved together, lived together shared major events together. I think we all have now. And I am so thankful for every single one of you. I could go on for days about each of you, but I won't right now because they would get tired. Thank you for sharing your high school with me. I pray for you as you go out from here. I pray that you take the skills that you've learned here, apply them in life, and I pray you go out knowing how much each and every one of you is loved and covered in prayer. So, can we give my seniors one more hand? Once again, thank you all for joining us on this incredible evening, and have a great night.